today when I'm recording this, November 1st. Basically, well, you can sort of get a small idea from the picture, but the rats of the world created a Ratpocalypse, and you are trying to refound the place and defend against the sort of undead hordes and whatnot. And you're sort of more like mice, kind of. But we'll see. It's sort of roguelike. Each time you're going through, you can unlock new items and new leaders, but it's very much that should be better. Able to unlock new things. I've not played this before, so we just have the one option. Merchant. A trader who had lots of, well, he has a, obviously a bar of things we can unlock or whatnot, but we get a passive bonus to discount when we are buying new cards. This game runs on a sort of deck of cards to play as you build your city, hire soldiers, and such. And then you have a ability, Deal. Discard all cards in your hand, and you get 3% of your gold for each discarded card. Easy ways to make more money or save money. Yes, we will go with the tutorial because it is the first time, and since this is a first look, we might as well see how they teach it. Good morning. You start with 5 cards in hand, and you need gold to use cards, shown in the upper left. We have our gold up here. We collect taxes from people. Cheese is an economy card. We get plus 30 for each cheese we have in our hand. So that first one gave us 90. Ooh, the enemies will be approaching from the right. This is a military card. Gives us guards. They also require ratisans. Very cool. We have 5 currently. So we could technically have 5 with our current population. We have to deploy them on the little walls you have. And then you can move them around between the different walls by the arrows selected. Yeah. Obviously, if it's destroyed, not good. Now there is another kind of card, buildings. They give us constant effects, but they only last once. For instance, this house will give us more gold and more radishes once it is built. And we can obviously expand if we are successful enough. Honestly, we don't need to draw again because we could play another cheese before doing it, but we will do what they say for now. Now, yeah, we'll play one more cheese for 60 gold. If we did one now, then we would lose 10 gold off of it. We'll redraw. If we want to do another one right now, it would cost us gold. Okay, so we're going to start with the potter because it's 10 gold for each card in hand. Then a cheese. We're going to do grain, which requires 2 radisans, but will give us a good amount of gold. And then let's also grab us some more militia. And then we need to redraw. Alrighty, potter, get us 50 gold, cheese, net of 60, and we have militia, which I believe, yeah, these are a ranged attack. Militia are sort of melee. See them fighting the things. Oh no, our militia survived. That is good. Ooh, but we got a treasure. So we can either remove a card from our deck, we can get a new card to add, or we can just get some gold. I'm going to see about getting a new card. Interesting. I'm going to grab the farm because getting just a extra gold method at the moment would be very nice. And let's redraw. Let's build this farm over here. They are coming from the left side, so let's tell everyone to move over. Ooh, we have a merchant. We can buy cards from them. So we can get various buildings or new guys or skills, all sorts of things. And a random card. Looks like a warrior thing. Ooh, Shield Rat would be good. Yeah, he's expensive, but he's very strong in appears. We have 122 gold, so I could do this question card. This would allow us to expand, but we are not anywhere close to full. Let's try to go for mystery. It is work. For the next 15 seconds, accelerate production time of selected building by 2. So essentially like our farm could work twice as fast. I don't really like that too much. Let's grab a house since we have just enough, and that will also help us. However, now we are a bit strapped on gold, but our grain is coming in. Yeah. Let's get some powder, some cheese, and let's do grain. Redraw, and here's work. Accelerate production time. So yeah, it would like work on the farm or whatever. Let's get another house down. Let's bring out some more guards and militia. Yeah, as the game progresses, the amount of gold you would have to use will increase. Okay, so we could get a house, get a new card, or delete a card. I'm gonna see what we can find. Get a mine. Whenever you discard a card, you get 8 gold, store 20 health, draw units on a wall, draw a selected card from card tomb. So the card tomb is basically what is currently in the discard pile. I want to try that out. I wonder if it like actively makes us select stuff, or kind of how that will work. Get lots of gold from that. They are coming from the right. Men head over, or rats head over. Okay, mine. Let's put this near our farm. Yeah, we're starting to and let's get another unit of militia. Yeah, just for comparison, they only have 16 health versus that shield rat had like 40 something. Okay, we need to redraw. Talker. Ooh, a new enemy has appeared. A plague monster. 8 damage, 36 defense, gives us some gold. And let's also get another grain going. Requires a bit of labor time, but we need to go to the right. What am I thinking? I was like, they're going from that way. So now we have a choice to level up. And it also resets, it basically makes our ability stronger. I would assume gives us a higher percentage of our gold. I've not used it though, so that's not exactly the best. I want to see about getting more cards for the moment. Prepare. I don't think we really need gold in this way, especially since we have another way to get gold, so we're gonna grab ambush, because that seems pretty useful. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's grab some guards, and militia, and need a redraw. Decent amount of people here. Get us a lot of gold, up to 400. Let's actually use ambush to hurt the big guy a lot, and we're gonna just use our ability for the first time. It doesn't actually redraw, it just gives us gold for that. Okay, we lost one of our militia. Very sad. We have 3 choices. We can remove a card, we can gain gold by making them pay death taxes, which is awful. Or we can lose half of our gold, which is a lot, but gain a leader level. I don't really have too much to spend on, and also that's nice, so I'm gonna do that. Also, we can then see what that does. Let's also level up again, so yeah, that brings us up to 9%. Ooh, wait, we get to actually choose which one to grab out. Yeah, let's draw the ambush, because we will need that. We actually have to click on that. Fortunately, I just drew that. So I guess we, like, leave the mine until we want to grab one out and eat it. Okay, so now we have a lot. Aid station seems good. Let's get shield rat so we'll be able to get more stuff. Let's see about this. Gather. Plus 28 gold. If this is discarded, we get plus 1 card. That's interesting. And let's also grab the aid station. That seems pretty useful. Okay. Let's do grain. Let's get another discard. Discard those for some gold. Let's draw. Hopper. Cheese. Gather for some gold. So basically it's a way to do stuff. We'll just use our ambush on him because we can. And take him out. Still like the option to get stuff, though houses are probably important. That's interesting. Let's go for this. I haven't really been having to redraw too much, and also its cost does go up over time. Don't exactly know how that will work. These guys need to go to the right, and we can get our first shield. Very tanky guy. And let's also gather. I don't really need to draw more because already got that. Our mine is available. What would we want to grab out? We would want to grab out a shield rat. Yes. Give us the shield rat. Let's put him out. We don't really need the militia now because the shield rat is better in every way. We can do one cheese and... Ooh, I guess that's a boss. Maybe. Yeah, giant monster. 98 health. And knocks back things in its way with an AoE, so we'll probably lose some of our militia. But it is very big, so very simple for our guys to do. And we got a gold chest. We can get plus 25% reticence, a legendary card, or upgrade a card. This would be less than a house. Let's get a legendary card. Let's see what this has. Minus 4 seconds. Drawn cards will be temporarily upgraded. That's really interesting. I want to get the factory. That's very useful. We need to move to the left. I assume also as you get bigger, having to move troops around becomes much more difficult. And not cheese. Let's grab that. And yeah, wouldn't we would get 27 for each? Yeah, let's do that. So factory is going to be pretty good. Ooh, there was a new enemy. Ranged attacker. First one. Grab some gold from that. Let's grab out the potter for some more gold because we want to get our factory back. Yeah, we're gonna only have one space left after this. So, we will need to see about, now they're coming from both sides, so, let's get a house, and we need to redraw and start putting people over here. And gather, and let's also throw down militia. I don't know how many they will have on each side, which is the tricky thing. I needed to use the ambush before doing that. Unfortunately, let's steal, see about getting some more people. That is sad. Okay, draw. Shield rat just in time. And let's also put some good guards. I think they'll be able to hold the line. We'll heal up. Yep, they were able to do it. Yeah. So this is the point at which it starts coming from both ways. Ooh, this gives us a clicking attack. Let's do that. That should be fun. Then you can also hear me just spamming my mouse to do stuff, but we need to start looking for a defensive wall soon. Okay, Potter, let's gather, and let's wait until we can use the attack and deal some damage. Ooh, but mine is available. Let's grab another shield rat. Really good. Wish he had more attack, but... Ooh, good stuff. Hope you have a more active, but only for 6 seconds. Yeah, they're dealing a little bit of damage to the wall. But yeah, we can see what kind of units we have stationed at each. We have 10 over there and 5 over here. We needed to redraw for that. The scouts demand. The scouting squad did not return at the expected time that day. A savage group of weasels is near the city. Perform retrograde advance. That's great. The sole surviving scout seemed too clean to have fought courageously against the weasels, cautiously made a proposal. As I've delivered such critical information, I think I deserve a reward. A promotion to some important post, perhaps. So we can get an advisor, which will give us a permanent buff, but it will give us -1 attack. We can arrest the coward and give for all of the cards, but we can arrest him to get +2 to all of our military units we currently have out, or just get some gold. Honestly, the shield rat isn't even that damagey, so it's like a matter of we need to find a different unit which is more deadly. So let's see what he will give us. Plus 50% movement speed, that is nice. Speaking of which, let's see if we can find something. We want a defensive wall. Okay, let's heal up. I did not mean to reshuffle right there, but okay. Get us some more gold. Guards. Ooh, that's a new enemy. But I have to first look a good amount. Wow, they have like 32 health. Let's see, what kind of enemy? Weasel Spearmen. 8 damage, 34 health. Yeah, they are tough. Only our shield rats are really able to stand up to them. And since that is the case, we do not have a shield rat here because I cannot remember. And then let's just grab gather for a bit of extra gold from our mine. This, we are going to grab a house because we're going to redraw and we will have our defensive wall over here. These guys are going to need to head out. Ooh, tree hideout. You were scouting around the new territory and we found a hideout inside the tree. I did not look at what that advisor does. Shoot, now there's no food to offer or any free space. Please do us a favor and leave us alone. We have noticed that the owner of a voice possesses a good heart and you want to recruit him for no reason. Awesome. So we can either get a random advisor or get 2 house cards. I want to see what the advisor does. So, oh yeah, we did look. It gives us, I did not mean to do that. I was hoping to pause. The tactician, 100% damage of all military buildings, which we have none. So, interesting. Let's get another guard over here, and let's also grab a militia just because we need some numbers. Let's heal up. Let's gain some gold for that discard. Okay. Nope, we're doing fine over there. Oh, there was a jumper dude who got in. What the heck? Go. We need to help. I did not... That sucks. They jumped right over our military people who are still there and just burned in. Not certain how I was supposed to handle that, but okay. We made it to wave 11, which is okay. We're almost halfway to a new card unlock for the merchant, and we got some achievements. Wanderer, General, and Builder. I assume those are the new commanders we unlock, but we also unlock things just for how long we went. Tan. +1 card horde for each enemy you killed. Don't know what that keyword means. Bounty hunt. Multiply bounty, so like the amount of gold we get for killing people. +3 bounty from tannery. I assume that has to do with the tannery and sort of the idea of killing people and getting cards for it. And then leadership. -5 ability cooldown for each enemy killed. That's interesting, especially for some of the other ones. We are not going to do another one immediately, but we did unlock the builder leader for surviving 10 waves, and we got the general leader for just playing. The scientist requires wave 20, and there are 2 which they have planned. So, I had fun with this. I have little questions on how to deal with those jumping people, but I would assume finding defensive buildings would be one of them, like towers and things. But in any case, thank you for watching, and this was Ratropolis.